And here we go again for Zimbabwe up against South Africa. Welcome to our viewers at home that will join us for game 2 here at Bishopstow in Pietermaritzburg, the First Technology Group International. This is the development side, and for the Zimbabweans we call them the redevelopment side, as we look to get underway here for game 2 of the 3-game series. All right, let's have a look at who will be out here today. There we have them out there on screen for you at the moment. These are the sides here for the South African. Let's look at them first. Andrew Lynn is there. Chad von Bienicke, Christopher Thornhill, one of the 2 youngsters, Nicholas King. Then Stephen Harris. Oh, Steph Harris, very, very experienced, playing in the World Cup last year, or 2 years back. And young Trent Cocker. Bruce McClarty coaching with these guys, and Henry Harris as well, assistant coach, and Mel King and Rochelle Thornhill working hard to manage this side here. But for Zimbabwe, we've got Rosh Shand, very experienced Rosh Shand, who's captaining the Zimbabwean side this weekend. Donnie Swan, Andy Baker, Howie Baker, Andrew Hall, Patrick Parham, Terence Keith, and Dan Small. And then Greg Sargent is the coach. And I do think that might be spelt wrong. If it is, I do apologize, Mr. Sargent. All right, I can hear on field they are calling for the goal judges. These games can't start without goal judges.
Soft light holding on to you all night. Let the stars fall where they may. We ain't thinking about someday. Just this moment, just this spin. Let forever settle in. Friday night fireflies fade, but the memory still remains in your arms in that glow. That's the only place I know.
Right, we are back. We do apologize to our viewers at home there. We just had a bit of a technical problem here with the power, but we are back online as we check it out. And coming straight back to you here with a goal already in the bag for the Zimbabweans there for Andrew Hall as he puts it between the uprights. Right, the ball goes through on it first as Roshan. Great little bit of work, a great collection off the dust. Now he charges around on the outside, the big overhand throw to the number one. Oh, but he doesn't catch it in the basket. So turning on it, there's going to be South Africa, Chad van Benneke. Great work in the number 3 jersey as he turns away from the defense with Andrew Lynn there in the middle. Now it's got Christopher Thornhill out there. Great little bit of work. He's got a long way to go. Thornhill charges around on the outside as Andrew Hall is there. He's going to have to check up and leave it to Roshand. But the whistle goes and Thornhill got to check that pony up. So the ball will go back to Zimbabwe here now. 1 plays 0.
Zimbabwe.
All right, sorry, the Gremlins have come back again and trying to destroy the live feed, but we're on it. And it's fixed up here as we're looking to line up again. The scoreboard is 2-0 to Zimbabwe, and it looks like it could end at 3 here. Great to take. Look at the ride as he leans on the saddle, snaps it. It tops the record, gets down. Van Benneke now has got an opportunity to make it. Goal number 1 for South Africa's young Christopher Thornhill works his way through. It's Thornhill charging towards the line. He needs to get around Roshand. Thornhill traps it. Great little take there, but the whistle goes. He may have just run over the line. Okay, no, it wasn't. The umpires finding there's a fault there, penalty with a Roshan somewhere along the line. I'm not sure. There are lots of polocross players out there that will give their opinions of what happened, but it's South Africa 1 and Zimbabwe 2.
Like a dance into our song. Every laugh just pulls me in.
Right, we'll line it up here. No, we're not. We're going to line it up. Paddy O'Sullivan says, get on with it there. The guys are charging down. We're looking for the ball at the moment here. We'll get it on. Paddy O'Sullivan is, no, he's actually marching them right down. That's what that signal was. He's marched them all the way to the South African goal line and given the ball there to Andrew Hall. So we'll have to see what's going on. The ball pops up there. He's got into basket hall there with Chad van Benneke. Gets unloaded by van Benneke there, but I think it's a bit of a... Oh, it is too. You can see Andrew Hall's face mask is hanging off of his head. So I'm guessing, and this is not official just yet, but I'm guessing that there's going to be a goal on the board for Zimbabwe. Your face mask doesn't just fall off on its own. And Chad van Benneke also very, very quickly to apologize. What a gentleman is Chad van Benneke. I've known him for a few years when he was still quite a young man, and he's such a gentleman. Takes after his father, Brent van Benneke. So Zimbabwe, number 1, needs to find himself a new face mask. Compliments of van Benneke. I'm pretty sure the scoreboard will change to 3-1 to Zimbabwe. We'll get it out there now. It's Thornhill in the number 1. Andrew Lynn out in the... No, it's not Lynn. I apologize. Looking at the young man's face, that is the amazing young man, Trent Cocker. Now, the Cocker family Very, very experienced polocross family indeed. All of them playing at some point in their careers in the World Cup. Gavin, I think, playing maybe 2 or 3 World Cups. Karen Cocker, the mom. Amy Cocker, the young sister of Trent. Now they're lined it through there. Goes over strong by Cody Campbell. Gets picked up on the ground. Great little bit of work there from Von Beneker. The big overhand pass right to the front. Thornhill's already got it. Snaps and traps. Oh, I was speaking too soon. The ball runs out the back line. Thornhill coming in very quickly indeed there. The ball will go back to Ross Shand. He gets onto it there. Shand looking to put it, snaps it out the 30-yard line. You can see how controlled these older guys are. Very, very tidy in everything that they do. 1, 2, 3. Checking it up there. Great work from Von Berneker. He's stolen it away inside the line. He gets going there. Von Berneker looking for his number 1. Thornhill, the racket to racket this time. Thornhill makes absolutely no mistake as he puts it between the uprights. Christopher Thornhill.
Trails fly, golden sunset paints the sky. Saturday night's coming alive. You and me, no need to hide. Windows down, voices loud, lost and found inside this crowd. Every mile just pulls us in, right back where we begin. Turn that corner, don't slow down. Hear that echo through.
All right, as the chucker comes to a close there now. All right, as we get underway, the ball comes down on the ground. They're picked up. Great little bit of work from the South African number 1 there. Gets going, passes on the ball. Nicholas King with the number 1 jersey for South Africa. Working hard to get away from Baker. Inside, outside now. It's King gets out there. Great little bit of work. Andrew Lynn's out as well in the number 3 jersey. But that's that young man, Nicholas King. King fires the underhand shot at Carl and makes it Carl number 3, the equalizer for South Africa.
Feels right with you like this moment's all we knew. Boots on the dashboard singing loud. Middle of nowhere drawing a crowd. Just our voices wild and strong. Dancing to our favorite song. We got
All right, if we look out here now, in the number 2 jersey, Steph Harris, keeping the two young men at bay there with the young Andrew Lynn in the number 3 jersey. The ball goes over the top, gets picked up. Harris gets a lot of attention. It's a lovely racket-to-racket stuff. Left-handed bouncer, snaps it, fires it. Goal number 4 for South Africa as Nicholas King comes out firing today.
Headlights low, slowing down, but don't wanna go if this night could always be you right here, right next to me.
The near side umpire there is Cody Campbell. He wants a straight line. But coming over is O'Sullivan. Getting the boys in. The ball goes over, goes down onto ground. Who wants it first? It could be the Zimbabwe number 1, Donnie Swan. No, great work there from the number 3. Andrew Lynn gets it, and he doing everything he can to keep the ball away, but I think he's put it right over the back in the attempt there to keep the ball safe as we work our way through. This is the number 1, Donnie Swan, who's got onto the ball at the moment. Yes, Swan looking to get around the defence of South Africa. It's Zimbabwe down by 1 goal. Looking to get around. Donnie gets through, he runs straight into the number 3, Andrew Lynn. Right, they're holding time now. Sullivan is not happy. He's showing the hands. Looks like there could be a cross from the South African side as the number 1, Donnie Swan, makes his way inside the 30-yard line. He's going to have the opportunity. Yeah, he's got the free throw, pops it up there, gets onto it. Great. Oh, and he can't take onto it. But they've allowed it. He's got his 10 meters. I think Lynn can get in there if he can get the ball. No, great work by Swan. Swan collects it, turns very fast indeed. Donnie Swan looking to make it goal number 4. He wants the equaliser. The backhand there. Lynn doing very well to try and stop it, but the ball goes through and makes it goal number 4 for Zimbabwe. Right, they're lining it up there now on the Butch Pike side. Hands are up in the air. The line is not straight, though, in the middle. Those number 2s have got to get lined up. They're working their way through. Now they've got the ball on field. Looking good there as they work. This is young Nicholas King trying hard to get around the defence. He does. He opens up. He's got a check up there with Baker. Snaps it, traps it. Looking for the angle throw, and he puts it between the uprights. Does young Nicholas King.
If this road never finds an end, I'd do it all again, my friend.
Right, they march in then, almost take the ball out of Cody Campbell's back pocket. There does Swan and King there. Ball goes in, picked up. Beautiful work there from Steph Harris. And a quick pass over to Nicholas, but it goes to the ground. It's on the deck. Who runs over it there? Did he pick it up? Oh, he did. Great work from Donnie Swan, but he's got a lot of attention from Andrew Lynn. Cody Campbell and Paddy O'Sullivan calling the South African side over there. Having a good chat to Andrew Lynn. All right, for our viewers at home, we do apologize here. The internet, the uploading here is not great today, but the ball goes in, comes out, gets collected there from the number 3. Can he pick it up? That's Baker. No, it's the number 1. Great work from Swan. Looking good as they go through. This is going to be Nicholas King. Snaps it, traps it. King comes out with it there. Great bit of work there. Nicholas King fires goal. Number 6 for South Africa. We are having some technical difficulties with the internet at the moment, so we do apologize, but it is seemed to be working now, and that's Donnie Swan as he moves his way. But I think I heard a whistle out on the field by Cody Campbell. Called all the way back. Zimbabwe wanted to take that one back within 1 to 6 plus 5, and Donnie Swan was on the way to sort it out. Now they line it up here on the clubhouse side with the Cody Campbell. All of them are in there. Ball goes through. It comes off the racket at the back there. Looking good. Oh, the lot of the woodwork's going in. Lynn gets onto it. Nobody can't hold on. He knocks it forward. Can it be Steph Harris who leans in and right down to the ground as he collects the ball? But Cody Campbell with a whistle, and they're marching all the way here again to the South African goal line. Donnie Swan, ball in hand here. The South African side playing very hard indeed, but giving away all the penalties today. Ball pops in there, and again, Donnie Swan is saying, no, I didn't get my bite of that apple. He came in and stole my fruit basket, and he's not allowed to. He's got to give Swan the opportunity to take the ball. So he's going to have the free throw at goal there. It's Andrew Lynn in the number 3. Very feisty young player. Very good indeed. And passionate for polo cross. So every now and again, he gets himself into a situation. You can see there, Donnie Swan is not happy there with the dedication Lynn is putting into it. Right, as we come back live here from Bishopstow in Pietermaritzburg, the crowds are gathering in for this Zimbabwean South African game. Let's see if we can pick up who's out on the field at the moment. It's going to be Andrew Hall, Patrick, and Ross Shan. So I think it's Patrick Parham that'll be out there. So they're lining up here. Cody Campbell calls them in. We've got Chad van Benek in the number 1. Christopher Thornhill's moved out into the number 2 section there. And Keenan Claessen's out in the back. The line of tough goes through. Von Bierneke takes it from the throw-in, works his way around, gets out to the line. Von Bierneke snaps it, traps it. Great little bit of work there. Von Bierneke looking to get over the top of the D. He's going to have to deal with Roshan now. The scoreboard 7 plays against 5 at the moment. It's checker number 3. Sorry, we'll check out the scoreboard. I think it might be 6-6. I think they are level scores at the moment. Looking to go. Von Bierneke shows but doesn't let it. He sits quietly and throws the overhand shot at goal and makes it 7-6 in favour of South Africa. They come lining up again here. Christopher in the middle with Keenan Carson's out in the back. Ball goes in the dust, picked up there, looking to move forward. Is Zimbabwe looking to get that goal line? Andrew Hall charges over there. Christopher Thornhill won't let him get away. Hall checks up at the 30-yard line. Weaves inside and outside. It's Hall snaps and traps it. Andrew Hall with a big overhand throw at goal and makes it goal number 7, the equalizer. Lining up on Cody Campbell, but I think they've stopped the time here. Sullivan's also coming right in here, telling them to go back. Lots of polo cross passion out here this afternoon. Ball goes through, gets picked up for the number 1. Is it still in play? No, it's not. It's out the big line. Great bit of work. I think they will reset the line out. And may have come off a Zimbabwe racket. But Cody Campbell, they're not happy with the line out. He's warned and warned and warned. And now the ball goes to Zimbabwe. Gets down on ground. Gets in through there. Works his way on the outside. Lovely bit to ride again. Andrew Hall checks out that pony. Look at Parham in the middle there. Keeping Thornhill at bay. Turning away again now is Hall. Looking to make his way slowly but surely towards the line. But Thornhill is there again. And Parham and Thornhill having a huge tussle in the middle, those two number 2s. Now he gets away. Andrew Hall with a big bounce. A good little trap is going to deal with Keenan Carson's. It's 7-all at the moment. A different story than yesterday. The young South Africans are fighting back, and it's Zimbabwe takes the lead again. Here's they make it 8 plays against 7. Right, they'll line it up on the far side there with Sullivan. Ball goes in, comes down, picked up again in the middle there. Great little bit of work from Thornhill. Thornhill's looking for his number 1. Christopher Thornhill hands it over. Chad Von Bierneke. Von Bierneke makes it 8 plays against 8. Right, they get the ball through there. Goes in onto the field. Cody wants it back again. Guys are very, very, very fast indeed. Campbell tries to line them up. Von Bierneke gets in there, so does Hall. No, Hall comes out, and no, this time it's the other way around as the ball gets given to the number 1 in white. Cody, the number 2, Patrick Parham, they're having a horrible time with his pony out there at the moment as Von Bierneke gets onto it, looking for some space on the outside. He checks back on the inside there, looking to go through inside, outside. He slams it down on the deck, collects it, a nice clean take. Now he's got to work his way to the top of the D, but The very experienced Roshand is waiting for him, but Van Benneke gets his way around and makes it 9 plays against 8 in favor of South Africa here. Chad Van Benneke. Ball goes over the top, going to be collected off the deck there. Nice work from Thornhill. He holds on to it. He didn't let it go. Good little work from him. He was thinking about it, but now it's Van Benneke slams it on the deck. Chad Van Benneke turning away from Roshan. He'll give the little underhand and makes it goal number 10 for South Africa. They're riding outside now. They want to get out of the dust paddock. They'll line it up here with Cody Campbell. It's 10 plays 8 at the moment. Picked up in the back there. Can he hold on? He does. Great bit of work from Keenan Claessens. He finds his number 1. Oh, it was a stretch there for Van Benneke, but nothing's too much. He runs on the outside and fires goal number 11 to Chad Van Benneke. But that is the end of the chucker. So 11, I think it stands. Yes, it does. Van Benneke, look at him. Oh, he loves it when he's scoring goals. All right, as we pick it up here, the crowd is out here despite the cold temperatures here in Maritzburg at Bishopstowe, but everyone having a wonderful time. I was earlier inside the beautiful clubhouse at Bishopstowe with a lovely roaring fire going, and I didn't even want to come back out here to commentate in the cold weather with my good friend Bell. In fact, I don't even know what your surname is, Bell. Right, so we're going to get underway for chucker number 4. We've got Trent Cocker in the middle, Steph Harris out in the back, and Nicholas King. He's been having a good weekend, oh young Nicky. And that is for the South African side. And let's look out who comes out here for the Zimbabweans. It looks like it's going to be Howie. Right, Howie comes out in 1. Donnie Swan comes out in the number 2. And Andy comes out in the number 3 jersey. Still holding time just to get things all settled and set up here for this chucker number 3.
Around the floor, the drummer's laying down a groove so deep, makes the whole room move without thinking. Every beat feels like a train on rails.
you can bridge the gap between financial uncertainty and more predictable investment outcomes with Marriott.
Spirits high under these southern skies. Neon heartbeat highway strong, keeping us moving all night long. From sunset glow to morning light, we're riding that highway tonight. The drummer pounds like a racing train, running through every dancing vein. The bass line rolls like thunder wheels, making everybody feel what they feel. The fiddle screams, the steel guitar cries, everybody's reaching for the sky. Boots striking sparks against the floor, begging a band to play one more. The jukebox memories fill the room, every song chasing away the gloom. Friends reunited after years apart, country music healing every heart. Life moves fast but not tonight, we're holding on to every life. The worries fade, the music stays and carries us through better days.
All right, while we wait for the action to get underway again, I'm sitting here with Richard Hatch, who's been doing the on-field commentary this afternoon. Richie, joining us out here in the studio here. We've watched the earlier game with South Africa and New Zealand. Let me hear your thoughts.
Well, I must say, Gwyn, that first game, the ladies' game, was a fantastic game. South Africa losing by 1, unfortunately. Yesterday we lost by 2, so you could look at it and say we are getting better. I think in both games, though, yesterday's game particularly, the South African team let them get too far ahead, and it was just too much to claw back. Today was a little bit different. They did let them get ahead, but not as much. And basically, time just ran out for them at the end there. But I think great games, both of them.
100% just shows us the quality of the polo cross across the world, especially with New Zealand. These ladies have come out all the way from South Africa riding horses they don't know, and they've taken it to the South African side. There's a few of the South African riders in that side: Jackie de Jager, Amy Cocker, Olivia King. They were playing in the World Cup 2 years ago in the World Cup winning side, and yet they faced a very, very worthy opponent this weekend, twice in a row.
I must say, I was very impressed with the New Zealand ladies. They've come out here. What's really impressed me is their cohesion as a team, the team spirit. They're just a nice bunch of girls, and they've really brought it to South Africa, I must say. I've been very impressed by the standard of the New Zealand play. I think they've been vastly improved from when I saw them at the World Cup, the last time we saw them. I mean, obviously, there are players that came out with them. I'm thinking of Murintai particularly. She had a great World Cup. She's played equally as well here this weekend. And I think generally they're going places.
100%. Actually, definitely on Murintai at the World Cup, she was just one of the ladies that stood out amongst the rest. And there are some amazing ladies playing in polo cross in the world. But for me, this last 2 days, there's a young lady I didn't see at the World Cup. I haven't heard her name before, but I think she's got places to go. Is the young 19-year-old Tara Gower, that number 3 for New Zealand. I tell you what, she has been incredible.
Absolutely phenomenal, particularly the closing chuckers of yesterday's game. I thought she was a standout player for the New Zealand team. Her had 3 at the back on that Bundy bullseye. Was really phenomenal on that last chucker.
100%, yeah. Even yesterday on the live streaming with the last chucker, it was definitely stunning to watch that young lady, Ogawa. She's going to be around a while, and I think definitely at the World Cup in Zimbabwe next year, I think we might just see her making an appearance.
I certainly hope so. I think it would have been a different side if she'd been. It's hard to say, she'd been there at the last World Cup, because I think she might have been a bit young then. She's obviously coming into her own now. And often at the World Cup, the general opinion is that the men's sections sort of equal each other out, and it really depends on how strong your ladies section is as to how well you can do at a World Cup.
We saw it with the last World Cup between the ladies and the men. I think we are getting underway here, so we might just have to end this. But I'd definitely love to chat a little bit tomorrow between these games. Richie, if you can make some time for us.
Thanks very much, Gwyn. Let me get back to my on-field commentary. I'll speak to you later.
We'll see you soon. Thanks, Richie. I appreciate it. I just want to let the people wait. All right, that was Richard Hatch out there with me. He's doing the on-field commentary along with that man in a screen at the moment, Cody Campbell, and I'm here stuck in the tent, freezing cold. But definitely some good insight from the on-field commentators. Richard Hatch, experienced polo cross man himself. His family, beautiful daughters, also play some wonderful polo cross. They've been involved for quite a few years, has the Hatch girls. And hopefully we can get back underway here at Bishop Stowe. Get the action going again. The scoreboard is 11-8 in favour of South Africa at the moment. All right, there it is. Still, I can't believe that it's still 12 degrees Celsius here at Bishop Stowe, because it feels definitely like it's minus 12 degrees here, and I'm all the way from Underberg, so you must know if I'm cold here, then it's cold. Visibility 10 kilometers, maybe. The clouds have come down here. There's no chance of rain anyway. But I do believe we might be moving into the next chukker. Let's have a look. So yes, we are going now into the next chukker, and it's going to be Howie Baker, Donnie Swan, And Andy Baker out in the number 3 jersey there with the South Africa, and Nicholas King out in the 1. He's had a good game this weekend, has the left-handed Nicky King. In the middle there, Trent Cocker. Focused as always is young Trent Cocker. And then Steph Harris in the number 3 jersey. So we'll line it up here. The ball goes in, comes out quickly off the number 1 Howie's racket, but collected by Nicholas King. He pops it over. He's going the wrong direction, so he's had to just let the ball go and try for some safety, but they'll line it up again and move all the way up back to Cody Campbell. Right, the ball comes in. This is a Baker at the moment, but I hear the whistles in the background. Cody's not happy as... Oh, we have a pup running over. That's why they call it horse and hound. And that is how incredible working with horses are. Right. Horse, the dog's over the field. Now it's a Baker. Howie gets onto it very quickly. He's looking to get on the outside. It's 11 plays 8 at the moment. Working his way through. Checks up the pony very quietly and tidy there. Great stuff from Harris. Stops up nice and quickly, but it's going to be Howie Baker looking for the uprights. It's 8-11. Baker checks inside, outside. He shows with a big overhand throw, and oh, he goes wide of the uprights. There is the goal. Judges say no goal. Zimbabwe needed that one between the uprights. It's 11 plays up against 8. Right, they'll line it up again here. Steph Harris brings it in. He passes it out. Is it good? Yes, it is. I can see it there in Nicky's basket. The ball goes through. Nicholas King charges on the outside, but he's been hunted down right now by Andy Baker. Snaps and traps it. Nicholas King makes absolutely no mistake as he puts it between the uprights. Nicky King, goal number 12. Right, they're lining up there with Paddy O'Sullivan. Ball comes out again. This is Nicholas King. He's charging on. Nobody home. Gets a big bounce. And Nicky King fires goal number 13 between the uprights. Oh, Nicholas King, this is the youngster that we've seen. He's on fire. Looking for the ball, gets it back in the racket there. This time it's on the deck. Trent Cocker digging deep, can't hold on. Baker, Howie Baker's got no one home, stands up, a big bounce, and he throws the big underhand between the uprights as Howie Baker. Looks like they're holding time at the moment here at Bishop Stowe. Right, the ball goes in, goes to deck, picked up, great little bit of stuff. This is Nicholas King again. It's 13 plays 9 as Nicky King gets out in front there, gets away from Baker. King with the underhand on the angle. Has he put it? Oh, he split the uprights there on the angle is young Nicholas King. Wonderful polo cross there from the youngster. You can look at his posture at the moment. He's like, okay, boys, ek is hier. Ons gaan nou polo cross speel. Nicholas King, as he gets out there, lines it up here with Cody Campbell. 14 plays 9 goes to deck here. Trent Cocker looking, but it might be Harris on the ball. No, it's that man Baker. Howie Baker gets it in, snaps it down, catches on. Howie Baker rolls it between the uprights there for goal number 10 for the Zimbabwean side.
can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much.
Right, they're lining up there. Great little bit of work as they get through this time. The ball goes in. Nicholas King slams it on the deck, catches on and fires goal. Number 15, just young Nicholas King. Great little bit of work from Nicky King as he puts it between the uprights to make it 15 plays up against 10. Right, we'll line up here. No, we won't. It's Paddy O'Sullivan just having a chat with the guys there. Right, Cody Campbell now got everything under control. Goes over the back there, goes on the ponies. Lovely work from Steph Harris. He's closed up there by Donnie Swan, but it bounces up. Nice little bit of work getting around as Trent Cocker. Checks onto the outside, looking for some support. Finds it in the form of Steph Harris. Looking to get through on the outside. Harris is working hard. Needs to find his number one. King is charging over, but Harris very, very sensibly just holds on to it. Makes sure of what's going on now. It's 15 plays 10 yesterday. The Zimbabweans certainly took it to these youngsters now. They want to get back into the game. They got a 5-goal lead, but as we've seen already, the Zimbabweans don't really worry about that. They will catch up. There's a big whistle that's just gone on there for the attack there from Howie Baker. Steph Harris is going to feel that one for the next few days, that's for sure. And I think they're going to put a goal on the board to South Africa for that one. It's 16 plays against 10. I think it's just Zimbabwe getting a little bit of their own back here. Yeah, the Zimbos, you can't count them out ever. Goes through on the deck, picked up, great work from Andy Baker. Looking for some support, he gets that pony going. It's Baker, slows things up at the moment. Works his way through, checking inside, outside, needs to find Howie. Oh, with a little overhand flick pass, great stuff. Donnie Swan was waiting for it there. Now it's Donnie Swan looking to get over the line. He wants to pass it over to Baker. Howie gets it. Racket to racket stuff. It's Steph Harris that's there with him at the moment. But it's Howie Baker. Charges over the line. But he can't get close. He can't let. Oh, and the hooter ends the chucker. And South Africa go with it. 16 plays 10 in favour of South Africa. All right, as we get back to the action here for the South African Zimbabwean game. What a day it's been here. Swings and roundabouts. All right, as they getting ready to go out into Chaka number, I think it's number 6. I think it's number 6. Number 5. Chaka and number 5. We'll try and pick up on the players that are out there this afternoon. Let's have a look and see if we can go there. But the crowd, you can see it's nippy. It's not just me. The crowd also looking a little bit on the chilly side. How are you, boy? Good, good, good. So there we are. Let's look at the Zimbabwe side. It's going to be Andrew Hall. Then we've got Terence Keith in the middle. And a Roshand out at the back there, but looking out for the South African side. A mix up there. Great little bit of work from, that is Andrew Lynn. But works out. Oh, and it's gone back to Roshand there. Great bit of work from the Zimbabwean side. Shan looking for some support, gets over a long stretch, but it bounces in. Andrew Hall. Hall gets onto it. He's going to work his way, snaps and traps it. He's got to deal at the moment there with Van Benek, and the ball flies between the uprights for the Zimbabwean side. Van Benek unable to stop that one. Right, so we've got in front Christopher Thornhill in the number 1 in the white South African jersey, goes to ground and goes out of play. Keenan out there in the number 2 jersey. Looking to get it there. 16 plays, 11 at the moment. Gets it through now, picked up by the number 2. This is Terence Keith here looking to get over the top, but it could be picked up. That's a great little bit of work there from the young man. That is Christopher Thornhill. Works his way through. Does Thornhill looking to make some space for himself. Checks up the pony. Oh, but he loses the ball in the process as it goes down. But I think there's an umpire's whistle. The guys stand through there, 16 plays, 11. I think the ball could possibly go to South Africa, but the umpires are having a bit of a chat at the moment. Paddy O'Sullivan and Cody Campbell. Oh, the shake of the head from Van Benek says that he might not be happy with the outcome of this call from the umpires, but Cody Campbell explaining it with Paddy O'Sullivan. Lots of experience between the two of them, so the umpires know what they're doing, and the ball goes to Zimbabwe. So this is going to be Andrew Hall who'll get onto it. He has got it now. Runs straight into Christopher and Keane, and the ball goes down, tidied up by South Africa. Great work. The ball's rolled out into the 30. Thornhill gets an opportunity and slams it between the uprights for goal number 17 here, Christopher Thornhill. Andrew Hall had a bit of a fumble when he had that ball given to him, and not sure how it ended up with Keenan Carson's, but it did anyway. And it's 17 plays 11. Very different game as yesterday. Right, Thornhill gets in, ball goes through, goes down on the ground, picked up there. This is Van Benek, sweeps it off the deck, makes absolutely no mistake. Been hunted down there by Roshan, but Van Benek got too much pace. Oh, look at him as he accelerates the underhand to Thornhill. Thornhill on the angle, unbelievable as Christopher Thornhill puts it between the uprights. Right, we'll line it up with Paddy O'Sullivan. It's 18-11, comes in this time again. It's that young man, Thornhill. He's been having an absolute humdinger of an afternoon as the young man checks up that pony. Oh, his horsemanship is so good. This youngster, Christopher Thornhill, all the way from Potch, I think he is. Slams it on the deck, a bit bouncy, grabs on Tis, got Roshand with him at the moment, but it's Thornhill out in the goal line. He gets away from Shannon, throws the overhanded goal and makes no mistake. It's 19 plays 11.
we see.
$19.11 here in favour of South Africa as the ball goes over the top there off the shoulder of Van Biernicke. Now he picks it up. Great bit of work there from him. He's chased by Andrew Hall. Van Biernicke gets it going. Oh, he's absolutely flying. Racket to racket stuff. And that's unbelievable. Thornhill on the angle at absolute pace as he puts it between the uprights. This young man is firing on all 8 cylinders here this afternoon. Oh, Van Biernicke releasing that one, and Thornhill just knew it. He had to grab it and set it between the uprights. The combinations at the moment between these three is impeccable. Not happy with the number ones in the line, so O'Sullivan says, come on, guys, let's keep it tight. It's Chaka 5. Ball comes in on Zim's side, but it'll be picked up by Thornhill. No, it's knocked over and all the way onto the opposite side of the field. Much different side here for South Africa today. Goes tight through the middle there, comes straight back out. Is it still in play? It might be. No, it's not. It's rolled out again. We get lined up, the boys, and then their ball comes out on the black and red side. Sweeped up, and it's that man, Van Biernicke. You can't stop him when he's burning hot at the moment. Van Biernicke looking for his number one. Thornhill is there. He gets up to the line. Oh, clever work. He doesn't pass it, but that's the end of the Chaka. Chaka number 5, 20 plays 11 in favour of South Africa.
You can bridge the gap between financial uncertainty and more predictable investment outcomes with Marriott.
Right, ball goes through there, collected by the number 3 there. Baker gets onto it, works his way through. Ball comes out, the big bounce there. This is Swan in the number 1 jersey for for New Zealand. Sorry, I'm all over the place at the moment. Apologies, it's Zimbabwe. Swan gets through there. Howie Baker in the middle, and Andy Baker out in the back. Throws the overhanded call there and makes it call number 12 for the Zimbabwe side.
Watch the pounce. This one's quick. Halftime stomp for the Cats trick. 3, 2, 1. Let the bounce kick.
Right, they'll line it up here on the far side of the field. This is O'Sullivan He's worked hard this weekend so far. Taken lovely bit of work from Nicholas King as he gets it in the front. Works his way around. He's got Howie Baker to get around, but the left hand is nice and safe. He slams it down, gets a big bounce. He tries the overhand throw at goal, but I think he rushed that one a little bit and it went wide. Right, the ball comes out of the 30-yard line there for the Zimbabwean side. That's the number 3, Andy Baker. Baker checking inside and outside, looking to find his way through to Donnie Swan. Will he get through there? He does. Oh, he looks over. He's got Nicholas King with him at the moment. Nicky King trying to get the ball back, but it's left versus right, so it's all the way on the opposite side. Now it's Swan, but the ball goes down on the ground there. Swan puts it down, but the... Oh, great. A bit of work gets. Oh, is he going to get unloaded by Lynn? No, he doesn't. And now he puts it between the uprights. There does Donnie Swan from Zimbabwe.
We're so sharp, but the bass is twice as clean. Got a speaker where the quail used to hide in the evergreens. Ain't no story about a goodbye on a COVID rise. Just a kick drum bopping where the pasture lies. They want it slow and steady. I gave them quick and loud. This is Bob White music.
Right, we'll come lining up here again. It's over the top. Lynn got a chance to get onto it. He gets it there. Riding halfway on the ground. He's leaning over his pony as Andrew Lynn. But it's red ball, so Lynn in the thick of things again. Now it's red ball. Could be Donnie Swan looking in. It's 13 plays, 20 at the moment. There's 7 goals in it. But don't write off here the redevelopment side of Zimbabwe. Look, oh, but he puts it down. Swan taking it too easy. It's going to be stolen away from him. It is. Steph Harris looking out there, finding his number 1. Harris finds it, and King puts it between the uprights. Goal time, South Africa. 21 plays 13.
She 2 steps like a bob, white bob with nothing left inside. No goodbye letter, no tear on her glass. Just a baseline bopping that was built to last.
Right, they line it up there. Donnie Swan making a mistake there, giving that one away. He looked very complacent when he put the ball down and thought, oh, it's going to bounce back nice and tidy, but it didn't. Now he's got another opportunity to fix it, but the ball goes out of the line. Makes his mark there, does Paddy O'Sullivan, looking to go. I think they're holding time. A little bit of a dust in the eye there for the Zimbabwean Donnie Swan. Well, you can see there Andy Baker. Lots of experience here from Crunchy. He's been around. I can't see 100% on the camera if it is a little grey bookie that's coming out there, but Andy Baker's been around a long time, having a chat to Steph Harris just about what's going on out there in the field. And if there is one person that you should take notice of and listen to some advice or comments, is that man, Andy Baker. So Swan will get the ball back. He's going to bring it in. He does. Pops it himself. He gets the free take. Does he collect it? Yes, he does. Swan gets onto it, but he's got the number 2, Steph Harris, with him now, so he's got to ride all the way back. He's trying to keep his composure and just say, right, I need to sort this out and just relax as the umpires take him back to his 12 to South Africa's goal line. In fact, he pops it in, brings it there. Nice little take. He gets another bounce. He works his way. He's got Andrew Lynn with him. Lynn gets the racket in there, but he doesn't release it. And now it's goal there for Zimbabwe. 14 plays, 21.
Bullfrog bellow bounce.
Right, we're lining up with Campbell. Ball goes straight in. The big throw there. Swan gets on it. He gets unloaded, but he collects again. Nice bit of work. He's taken a lot of woodwork there. He looks like a carpenter at the moment as Nicholas King just puts it in to keep smacking him. Now it's Swan gets around on the outside, makes his way in between there, looking to get away from Andrew Lynn. Now Andrew Lynn gets a little bit of woodwork. The bounce is good. Swan fires goal number 15 for the Zimbabwean side. No, I don't think so. There's a big whistle going here, and Lynn is showing his racket to say, sorry, I apologize. He's a very passionate young man, very good polo cross player, this young man. I've been watching him for maybe 8 years or so. So we'll find out what's going on. I'm not sure. I'll look at the scoreboard. It's 21, might be 15. It could be a goal on the board. Yes, it is. Goal on the board for the Zimbabwean side as they chat to the... Oh, they've brought in the third umpire. They've got the match referee there at the moment. That is Gordon Shaw. And this could be a bit of trouble for South Africa. You can see Steph Harris there. He looks like a guilty schoolboy, just apologizing and saying, hey, guys, listen, we're trying to get this going here. This is happening here. Trying to make things right. Andrew Lynn is the culprit, but great player. And he's certainly waking up Donnie Swan. So the competition between Andrew Lynn and Donnie Swan at the moment is something to watch out here. I know the umpires, they'll look at it and say, hey, guys, it's a bit much, but you've got to have passion. That's why this is rugby on horseback. These guys out there, they play hard. And in the moment, anything can happen. But Zim's got the ball. They've got the goal. But I'm pretty sure that South Africa has been given a warning here. The ball will go through, lining up. Swan, no, it's going to be Nicholas King can't get in. Swan, now the line's good. It's set. The ball goes through, picked up, and Steph Harris in the middle. Great work there. Now he finds his number 3. Lynn looking for number 1. It's Lynn King. King fires it between the uprights and takes that one goal back there for South Africa.
Make the leap.
Right, they'll line it up here on the far side of the track. They've got Donnie Swan, the number 1, who wants the ball. It's 15. And that is the end of chukka number 6. Wonderful polo across there as they go 22 plays 15.
used to claim she two steps like a caddisfly case, clatter on a broken wing. No goodbye letter, no tear on the glass, just a baseline rattling that was built to last. No porch swing, no screen door, no dog to let inside, just a four on the floor with a caddis pride. Caddisfly case clatter, let the pebbles fall, drop it like a shelter that ain't got a wall. Stomp once for the silk, twice for the grain. This ain't a love song, this is shell and strain. Caddisfly.
All right, as we get out there here now. No goal there for Zimbabwe. We'll line it up there now. Keenan Claassen brings it into play. Looking good. He gets a bit of woodwork there from Zimbabwe. Oh, looking good. There, gets it back, charges it, snaps and traps it, and puts it between the uprights for goal number 16 for the Zimbabwean side. It's all happening out here at Bishopstow this afternoon. But get through there, ball goes over there, picked up by Von Benneker in the front, works his way through with a big underhand pass, but I think the whistle is gone. Trent Cocker out there in the number 2 jersey. I think it's a goal on the board. We'll have a look. I think it's a 23 plays 16. Yes, it was given. Goal on the board, but it's away again here. This is dangerous stuff as Von Benneker charges, snaps it with a low bounce, but fires it between the uprights. Chad Von Benneker makes it 24 plays 16. But we've got Andrew Hall, Ross Shand out in the middle. Right, they're lining it up here again now. We got Patrick Parham out in the number 3, but it's on the deck at the moment. It looks like it comes out with Shad. Yes, it does. Looking good as Roshand works his way, looking for his number 1. Can he find Andrew Hall? And Shand gets on the outside, checking up there, gets a bit of attention. Oh, it takes a lot of woodwork there from the South African number 2. That is Trent Cocker trying to get it back, but it's Shand works his way. Now it's Hall. Hall finds it, snaps it, traps it, runs into Claassen. Comes around on the outside, looking good. Wants to go and he gets unloaded, but he gets it. What he doesn't pick it up against South Africa. Stolen away. Wonderful pile across there from Keenan Claassen as he gets it through. Now it's Von Benneker. Looks around. Can't believe that he's got nobody in front of him. Snaps it, traps and fires the underhand shot at Carl and makes it 25. Plays against 16.
Fluffy where the seeds begin. No porch swing, no screen door, no dog to let inside. Just a 4 on the floor with a cattail's pride. Cattail crash. Let the fluff take flight. Drop it like a shotgun on a summer night. Stomp once for the stalk, twice for the head. This ain't a love song, this is what they spread. Cattail crash. Burst through the air. Country EDM for the ones who dare.
Right, it's all happening out there now. The Zimbabwean side, they're going to go back and check on some tack. I don't think it's the end of the chucker. I haven't heard a whistle or a bell or a hooter. But what a game. What a different game, actually, for South Africa. And a big thank you to First Technology Group here. This is their weekend. First Technology, proud sponsors of the South African ladies up against New Zealand and the Zimbabweans up against South Africa. There they are marching. The 3 of them. Look at the Zimbos go. Born in Salisbury, I was. 1974. Looks the goes over the back there, turns very quickly as Claessen's on it fast as Patrick Parham looking for some support, runs around on the outside, is going to run straight into Cocker. Trent Cocker doing some good work in the middle, goes down, bounces on there. Who wants onto it? Nobody, it's still on the deck. Beautiful pick up from Andrew Hall. But I think Cody Campbell's blown the whistle. Right, is not happy. He's asked for time to be off so he can have a bit of discussion with Paddy O'Sullivan. What a lovely gentleman. Paddy O'Sullivan is one of the first folks I met when I started out with polo cross some 7 years ago. And he was always playing out there. Great player as well as Paddy. He's taken up the umpiring roles very seriously and does a great job also umpiring at the World Cup previously. This is the number 1, Andrew Hall, brings it in, but he's turning around. He's got Keenan Claessens with him, so Zimbabwe get an opportunity here in the South African goal area. Now he looks for the big overhand throw. He throws it hard, and the umpires, the judges, look like it's gone through. Great stuff there for Zimbabwe, 17-25.
Through a field so tall, stop once for the anthem, twice for the silk. This ain't a love song, this is corn and ilk. Corn tassel tango, sway through the road.
Ball goes in and straight back out again. Chaka number 7 here, day 2 of these international tournaments. There's 3 days to go. Ball goes down, picked up on the deck. It's there for the number 1 for Zimbabwe. Hall gets onto, charges. There's nobody home. He checks up the pony, looking around. But I think there might have been a whistle, unfortunately. Hall had an open goal. So the umpire's very, very busy this afternoon. These two sides have been very, very feisty, I must admit, keeping these two busy. The 2 men in black and white. But the ball will go Zimbabwe side. This time Hall making sure of it, gets it around very quickly. Look at Trent Cocker coming in there, fly, but Hall gets around on the outside. He works his way to the line. He keeps it safe. Oh, beautiful work from Hall as but he's dropped it on the deck. He's left it over for Keenan Claessens to work his way. The pass is good. It's this man, Van Bieneker. 25-17, nobody's home. Chad Van Bieneker snaps it, traps it, and fires it between the uprights. Chad Van Bieneker, South Africa, 26, Zim 17.
3, 2, 1. Let the tango unfold.
Right, I think that was the end of the chukka. Yes, it was. Oh, wonderful stuff here from these guys as they finish up chukka number 7. Andrew Hall, Ross Shandon, Patrick Parham out there. South Africa 26, Zimbabwe 17, sorry. Right, let's have a look again here at the weather. Bishopstow, 12 degrees Celsius. But it feels like minus 12. I think there's a little digit missing there. I think it's because we're sitting here with the wind passing through the two of us here under the tent. But there's no side walls. We need some walls to keep us nice and warm inside. But what a day of polocross it's been here at Bishopstow. It feels like 7. I don't know. I think it feels like 4. So let's have a look at the last chukker. But what a game, what a day. 26-17. What a different day. Very, very different day to yesterday, in fact, for the South African side. Let's have a look and see. Let's see who's out there this afternoon for the final chukker of the day. Zimbabwe, we've got Terence Keith out in the number 1 jersey. So Terence Keith in the number 1. Dan in the number 2. And then it's going to be Andy Baker out at number 3, but it's that man there, Steph Harris, who fires goal number 1, opens up again here, chucker number 8. They've put Steph Harris all the way in front. Very experienced, this young man, Steph Harris. Another absolute gentleman, this young man. And when you meet his mum and dad, such a lovely family. But so they got it in there, lining it through. The ball comes down, goes on the deck. Who wants onto it? Sorry, I've been lying to you. Steph Harris is in the number 3, his normal great position. In the middle there, Andrew Lynn. And then Nicholas King. What a game he's had today. And here he goes again, Nicholas King. Nicky snaps it, traps it. King puts it between the uprights to make it goal number 28 for South Africa.
Squeeze, no more slow songs for the ones who please. Fiddle tight, kick drum where this is markers and music for the
right, I'll line it up here. You can see the heads nodding. They're listening to the umpire, Cody Campbell, but it gets knocked out of play. From the camera side, it looked like it was off-white, but the umpires are not watching the camera, so they can't see what we see here, just for those of you at home. So if you feel the judgment call's wrong here, they can't see what we see. They don't have a third umpire. Right, the ball pops up in the air, goes and bounces from one side of the field all the way to the other. Looking to get through here, brings the ball in. This will be Steph Harris. The whistle's going there. Paddy's just having a chat to Harris, making the mark. Gets in, brings in there now. This is Harris. Pops it in. No, he shows, but he keeps the ball on. He gets unloaded by Terence Keith there. Keith works his way. Nobody home. Big bounce. Keith fires goal number 18 between the uprights.
Coyote call clash with the pack reply. Drop it like a hump beneath the blood red sky. Stomp once for the howl, twice for the yip. This ain't a love song, this is snap and Coyote call clash.
Oh, Sullivan holds him up, throws it over the top. Oh, the horses look at Andy Baker's pony, almost puts him over. Now it's tidy, clean work there from Andrew Lynn. Looking around, look at him ride. He's leaning over on the right hands. A little underhand pass to Nicholas King. King looks in, goes around. These two boys do play for the same club. Nyati gets it through. No, the ball goes down. Not happy with himself. Oh, they hold themselves in quite high regard as far as the polocross goes, but very respectful, nice young gentleman off the field. Now Andy Baker Pops it into himself, gets the take, but he doesn't. Gets a little bit of attention again there. Now he's getting some woodwork from Nicholas King. He's not getting up there. This is who I am. I'm a youngster. I've got plenty of years to go, and he chases him down, but Baker gets the pass over to Keith now. Terence Keith looking to check it up, but Lynn right there with him. So is Harris. Harris getting in there. You can see the swinging going on. Harris gets the ball away from Zimbabwe, slams it, holds on the big underhand pass. It's right forward. Can it be? Yes, it is. Beautiful stuff. Holds it, fires it between the uprights there. Wonderful pole across Nicholas King. Take a bow. Steph Harris. And I tell you what, that is the best you'll see anywhere in the world. Steph Harris taking that one away from Terence Keith. The pass was so fast, the cameraman couldn't even keep up with it, and the ball goes in and straight back out to Cody Campbell. This is the 8th chucker, 29 plays, 18, different game than yesterday. Ball goes over the top. That's a great take there from Andy Baker. Gets it in. No, it's not. It's not. It's Nicholas King. Nicholas King, 30-18. Nicholas King. Right, it goes through. Sullivan puts it down, goes on the ground. Who wants on there now? Could it come away with Zimbabwe? No, it's still there. The guys are just putting it around. Now it'll come up with the red and black. Now it's the number 3 there. Andy Baker gets onto it. He gets a little bit of woodwork. He gets unloaded again from the South African number 1. That left hand of Nicholas King. He makes absolutely no mistake. King puts it between the uprights to make it 31-18 here for South Africa. Oh, Nicholas King at the moment, you can see he is absolutely stoked. Firing on all cylinders here on the Paratus. Africa, South Africa, these guys, they bring you internet satellite from anywhere. The ball goes in quickly now, picked up. Who wants onto it? It's going to go in and out. Cody Campbell. Oh, that is the end of the chucker. The bell has gone at Zimbabwe 18, 31 for South Africa. A completely different display here for the South African side. The guys there, 31-18 for South Africa. There he is in picture, Nicholas King. Wonderful performance from that young man. I tell you, when he gets going, there is absolutely no stopping him. Although the look on Cody's face is not entirely happy, he's giving Nicholas a bit of advice there. But wonderful performance from the young man, Nicholas King, as he fires. I don't even know how many goals this last chucker. But wonderful pole across. Let's have a look here. South Africa up against Zimbabwe, and there it is. A very different story to yesterday. South Africa 31 and Zimbabwe 18. Wonderful performance from the young South African side. I tell you, I think Bruce McClarty and Henry Harris must have had a long chat with these youngsters with regards to their performance yesterday. So, unlike the South African and New Zealand game, South Africa won and Zimbabwe won. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at Bishopstow, the First Technology Group. What an afternoon, what a morning of international polocross. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care and be warm.